Every year around February, we all start hearing the whispers and complaints of everyone longing for spring and the end of the cold winter months. This got me thinking, what if we embraced the inevitability of the cold, frozen part of the year and sought out to enjoy it? 6 weeks ago, I decided that instead of sitting in my house, staring out the window, I was going to enjoy the living hell out of the rest of winter and take up one of the things that I've heard my entire life that I should never do: ice fishing. After copious amounts of research and a steep learning curve, I set out with the goal of catching one single fish. I've never been a great fisherman. Even on my best days, I'm mediocre. When everyone around me is pulling them in by the dozen, I'm usually left fishless and in shame, so one fish seemed a reasonable goal. 4 weeks in a row and dozens of hours spent sitting on the ice all led to absolute failure, and I was starting to worry I would fall flat yet again at the task at hand. On the 5th week, on the final hour of the day, I managed to land one small fish, and coincidentally, I became the one who was hooked. But just as my passion was being awakened, Mother Nature had other plans. With a streak of multiple days with temperatures in the 50s, I feared my ice fishing season was over before it had even begun. That's when I was struck with a plan. It started as a joke between my friend Derik and myself. What if we went to Gordy's cabin for one last crack at it? The joke quickly turned into reality, and we loaded up the car and made the long trip north just south of Traverse City to give her one last maximum effort weekend to see if we could make it happen. We've had luck here in the summer, and I decided it was our last best chance to get some fish in the freezer. Within minutes of arriving in this winter paradise, we were on the ice, haphazardly drilling holes and setting up the shanty over spots we vaguely remembered catching fish in the summer. By the end of the first day, we walked back to the cabin with only one fish in hand, hoping for the next day's success. As dawn cracked the morning sky, we were on the ice, hands and faces frozen by the below-freezing temps and relentless wind that so often comes with winter snows. As anyone who has braved a cold winter morning knows, though, there is just something undeniably different about a sunrise over a frozen land. I don't know if it's the intense contrast of a blanketed white against an orange and red sky, but there's nothing quite like it on Earth. But enough poetics. More holes needed drilled and tip-ups needed set to maximize our chances of reeling in some fish. Something that struck me out on the quiet frozen lake was that drilling holes in the ice is a lot like splitting wood, as in there's something oddly enjoyable about putting in a lot of effort towards something that, to the naked eye, seems like a waste of energy and time. Sometimes I think maybe that's the whole point. Maybe we don't always need to do things to maximize time and effort. Sometimes we just need to do things simply because, well, why not? But whether my philosophy is right or wrong, or plain outrageous, we needed rods in the water if we were planning on catching any fish today. The problem was, well, neither of us really knew what the hell we were doing. So, as usually is the case in all things outdoors, it took us longer to get up and running than we thought it would. Our plan of action, whether genius or idiotic, there's often a fine line between the two, was to throw the entire tackle box at the lake. Now, as we were finally settling into the shanty, we had to undertake the hard part of this endeavor, remaining hopeful and patient. First cast of the day, baby. Derik picked this spot. I'm so happy.
Let me see what you got him on.
Just a hook and a worm,
dude,
baby.
That white jig head. Oh, it's just a hook and a... Okay.
All right, time to start laying it down. Derik got a slab. Come on.
Look how fucking big that is.
First ice fish caught on camera, dude. Slabber.
Dude.
How you feel?
Fucking A, dude. Look at that.
You just chilling on there? Ah! Nice, dude.
Did you got that rolling?
It's on video.
Fuck yeah, dude. Look at that.
That's a beast. Hell yeah. I just can't understand how people don't think that this is cool. Summer, winter. I would literally rather be doing nothing than this. I can't think of a single thing right now that I'd rather be doing than this. At this moment, like, someone was like, hey, I'll give you a free ticket to Aruba. I'd be like, guys, you just give me a ticket to stay here for another like 2 weeks.
Yep.
I'll stay here for another week straight. I got my work laptop. I can work from here.
I'd skip Florida.
Fuck yeah.
For this any day.
I would take this exact lake for a week in the middle of winter when it's bitter cold over Florida any fucking day. 100%. After a successful morning of actually catching fish, things started slowing down, so we set out to find deeper waters where the fish may have been heading for the mid-afternoon. The hole drilling commenced yet again, and after about a dozen attempts, we finally found, according to a few depth charts of the lake, the deepest area, coming in at a whopping 10 feet. We set up shop for the remainder of the day, working the area to the best of our abilities, again throwing every trick we've ever learned at these monsters of the deep, attempting one last push before we had to pack up and head home after yet another gauntlet adventure in the outdoors. You see, not every excursion has to be the grand trip of a lifetime. I've decided that while those types of grandiose travels are great and well remembered, for most, if not all of us, we need to take in more life and adventure now, wherever we are. Putting off living while you have the time, youth, and energy to do it is one of the biggest shams we've ever been sold. Whether it's a weekend of fishing, a few hours of hiking, a 3-day backcountry trip, or even a few minutes without a phone in our hands, life is waiting for you to take hold of it, so enjoy it while you're still here. You don't even have to be good at it. Most of us aren't. That's okay. It will come with time, and time, unlike money, possessions, and chasing trophies and glory, is really the only thing we truly have. So make the most of it, even if it means you have to chase winter before it's gone.